Morning, or good evening, or good afternoon from any part of the world. This is Tony HP, and thank you all for being here today. This is an update for today, February the 17th, 2018, in my local area. This is an update in terms of what I'm doing right now with my life and the events that have occurred since the last update that I did a couple of weeks ago. So I wanted to thank you all for being here today. First, I wanted to start with giving a big thank you to Kerry Magro. A couple of weeks ago, I have an interview with Kerry Magro. If you don't know who Kerry Magro is, he is a national public speaker who is diagnosed in the autism spectrum. Before he was with Autism Speaks, and overall, he's a very successful adult with autism. In fact, one of the top most important people in the autism community today. And I have the honor and privilege to having an interview with him a couple of weeks ago in person. And during my interview, I was talking about my story, the challenges that I went through with autism, and what we need to do to not only raise awareness, but most important, eliminate the negative stigma that is associated with people with autism as being a burden to society. All the negatives need to be eliminated. So people in society, most people in society, can see us as people that came here to make a significant contribution and to make the world a much better place. So I talked to him about that, but also during that interview, I also talked about the case of of this young adult with autism. His name is Nelson Jonathan Martinez Rivera. He's from Puerto Rico, and he's been disappeared since September because since the hurricane. It's been let's see, since we're here in February, September. I think it's been like 5 to 6 months since he's been disappeared. Everything has been done. Everything has been done through social media and through local news outlets in Puerto Rico. Everything has been done to be able to find Nelson Jonathan. I have the privilege of communicating with his uncle, and also communicating with people of the Facebook group that is in charge of that is part of finding Nelson Jonathan. So overall, I told Kerry Magro about the case about this young adult with autism who has been disappeared since September, and he did a great help of publishing a video early this week in which I appear with Kerry Magro talking about the case of Nelson Jonathan. And I did that because for the main purpose of spreading awareness and be able to continue the effort to find Nelson Jonathan in Puerto Rico. I'm not in Puerto Rico actually, but I believe this is the best, one of the things that I can do in order to spread awareness through social media, not only in Puerto Rico but also outside of Puerto Rico. Doing everything possible to raise awareness, so that way Nelson Jonathan can return safe and sound with his family in Puerto Rico. So I want to thank you, Kerry Magro, and his organization for publishing this interview in his page. His page is called A Special Community. I'm going to put the link right down below my video, which has the interview, my interview with Kerry Magro, in which I talk about Nelson Jonathan. And I will ask all of you that are watching this video to share this video with all your networks, your family, your friends, everybody in your networks. We need to continue to spread awareness with in regards to this case. It's been 5-6 months so far, and he needs to and we pray that he appear as soon as possible. So thank you, Kerry Magro, for giving me this opportunity to be interviewed by you and to talk about this case. And that's what I would like to say. So thank you.